Welcome to part 2 of this look at a lot of new mods on Farming Simulator 25. If you haven't seen part 1, jump over and have a look with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, it's part 2 of the mods for Thursday, the 27th of March. If you haven't seen part 1, there's a load of cool stuff on part 1. There's a load more cool stuff here on part 2. So thank you for joining me. Right, let's crack on. The first few I'm going to be showing you are going to be in the menus. Hopefully this works. I've been having some glitching problems recently. But anyway, let's go to our plows first. Here you will find your Unia Grudziadz PZ1 and the PZ5 with a 1A. You'll see in just a moment. These are 5.63 megabytes download, 3 slots for each set. First one is 0.6 meters, the second one is 1.4 meters. These are by Zimov. I'm not putting them out, they're plows. They do ploughing. You can create fields with plows. These are just smaller versions for smaller equipment. We've got the PZ1, the PZ1A, depending on what hitch attachment you require. You've got additional small plows, yes or no, which adds those extra coulters on. We have got wheel scrubber with or without, which puts a little metal bit on there to scrub dirt and muck off the wheels, stop it getting clogged up. Cutting disc, we've got positioned downwards, which gives you a kind of pre-slice into the plough going into the ground. Downwards, positioned upwards, or without completely. We can change the main colour. And then we've got the PZ5. This one doesn't have all those options. It's got a wheel scrubber, yes or no, and colour option. That's it for those. Next, if we come out of there, come to our cultivators, and down to here, we've got the Lizard GSB 9 arms, which is this one here. Yeah, this is 2.33 megabytes download, 2 slots, 2 meters wide by AlexsiModding. This is cultivator, so it should bring up small stones. Shouldn't bring up too much in regard to deep stones. 70 horsepower required. First colour, chassis colour does that. Arms colour does your arms, your springs, and then your dredge colour. I just went for a different blue, but there you go. Does that. Straightforward. 2 meters wide. That is the Lizard GSB 9 arms by AlexsiModding. Sorry about the pauses. I've got so many notes. I'm just trying to, I don't want to miss anything off here and skip things out. Next to that, we've got this. This is the Raber EG39. 2.94 megabytes download, 3 slots, 2.5 meters wide. It's by WeekendFarmers, Ahran modding, Xorzi-Manu. As you can see just there. 90 horsepower required on this. We've got the option of wing shares or wing share 350mm. So it's a standard single, or the duck feet, they often refer to them as duck feet, on there. And then we can change the main colour. Again, fairly straightforward. It's cultivator. So it should bring up small stones, shouldn't bring up too much more than that. Let's just say that. So that's the Raber EG39. Next, we come out of there and we go down to our vegetable technology. And we come to vegetable planters section. On the end here, we've got this. This is the Grimme GF 94. 8.46 megabyte download, 6 slots, 3.6 meters wide. It's by 76 max. This is a ridger. So you've got your planters, and then you've got your ridgers. Your base game ones are just here, and these are designed in the real world for driving along first, ridging up, and then you seed into the ridges when you go. This one's got the option of beacon lights, yes or no, puts one to the left, and then warning convoy, yes or no. And that's what it does. It's a ridger. Pre-planting. I think that's it for in the menus. Right, next we've got this. This is the Fliegl SDS350J. It's by Pepe978. We've had this on a few different versions of the game. I like this because of the options it has on it. 7.57 megabytes download and 4 slots. You will find this under low loaders. Just there. 23 grand. Options on this, we can do the main colour, the rim colour, and license plate. Fairly standard and straightforward on that. But what is cool about this one, you see all these all piled up. Start the engine. So we've got beacons in the back, as you can see. This does have a rear trailer hitch already built in, so we can unfold the low loader, which will do that, and put our ramps down. and that's fine for everything you want to do. It's got tension straps on it as well, so you can do bales, pallets, IBCs, the works, wherever you want to stick on there you can. Anything that will strap down can be strapped down, vehicles and all that type stuff. But if you want to go a little bit bigger, we go open cover. It takes all those bits from the top deck, widens that out, widens those out, puts all those boards down the sides, and then you've got a much wider proposition then for moving things like harvesters, or anything bigger. I mean, at the end of the day, it might be you've got a big old John Deere with twins on it or something like that. But again, I like that. Very cool with the options. Not too expensive either. Close cover. Foldo loader. And there you have it. The Fliegl S. Did I say SDS? Is SDS or is it SD5? Let me just double check that. It's SDS. I've got to stop doubting myself. I've said before many times before, it's my handwriting. It's absolutely atrocious. Right, next. We've got this. This is the double bar mower by Ridiculous Dominick. It is 8.44 megabytes download, 6 slots, 4 meters wide. You find it under mowers. It's a double side mower. It's interesting because these do overlap by a fair bit. I suppose there's nothing to stop you putting a front mower on as well to cover this section here. One of the 3 meter ones or something smaller, or it's entirely up to you. There are plenty to choose from. So if we come down to our mowing section, just there, that's where you'll find it. There you go. The HDB4 double bar mower, 5 grand. Requires very little horsepower, just 60. We've got BKT, Continental, Michelin, Mitas, Nokian, Trelleborg, Friedrichstein, Lizard, and back. We've got main colour, anything on that palette, does that. Design colour, let's go something stands out. There you go. Holds our blades in place. Missing configuration colour, which one was this? Let's go yellow. Oh yeah, hubs, there we go. And then rim colour as well, if you want to change those. It's nice and straightforward. So, we've got a small tractor just to highlight the fact it doesn't require a lot of horsepower. Unfold the mowers. Turn it on, and you'll see the blades going side to side. There you go. That scissoring action. Then we lower it down, and you've probably guessed what's going to happen. It's going to do mowing. Why am I stuck? Oh, there's grass there already, isn't there? Trying to cut over the top of grass is already there. That's a genius move. Never mind. But you can see it's doing what it should be doing. It's cutting grass to 4 meters. Nice animation, that flicking the grass over the top. Turn it off, lift it up, fold it up. Awesome! There you go. That's the double bar mower. Next, oh yes, this. Right, we've got all of this. Buckle in, people. This is a lot more. There's a lot more to this than I recall there being on previous versions of this. Let's just say that. But this is the Siloking StaticLine pack by DD ModPassion. 4.74 megabytes download, 4 slots each, 45,000 each. I put that down for the first models. Then I think under containers there's another set of them that are ones. So these are basic, well, I say basically, total mix ration mixer. We've had plenty of these before. And it's a static one, kind of, but it's not a static one because these are actually movable. They are mobile. And there's different locations to find them. If we go to our vehicles and machinery and we go to our animals section and go to our forage mixers, you'll find them here. And here we have some interesting things. We've got a 30,000 litre option, 100,000 litre, a million litre, or 10 million litre total mix ration machines. So if you buy them from here in the vehicles menu, it will put them at your main vehicle shop, wherever it is, which doesn't really help you for if you want it at your farm. But these can be picked up, and I would say use a big wheel loader with pallet forks, longer pallet forks if possible. You can lift them up, you can put them onto a trailer, transport them out, take them off, drop them down, and you can have them wherever you want. Then if you move your farm or you decide you want to move it, it's not in the correct position, you can shift it around and that's all good. Now you can load this up with all sorts of stuff. You can use bale forks, bale spikes, you can do it bales, you can do it loose products, you can do all sorts of stuff, which is great. But this one, I think, I either went for the 10 million, I think I might go for the 10 million or the million litre. So I did, I think, 500,000 litres using the Titan trailer of hay and straw. If we jump up, it should give me, as we go up here, there we go, top left, it shows you I've got a green mix across the board. I haven't put any mineral feed in, but it has still given me a total mix ration mix in there. And I think I put 250,000 litres of straw in it. If we come down here, bottom right, it says total mix ration. So we've made total mix ration. Brilliant stuff. Then the one next to it, and that might be a million. That might be a 10 million litre one. But that one is from the vehicle menu. This one isn't. So if we come into here, we go into our build menu and come to containers and we come down, we then have them all here. But this is where it gets even more confusing. So we've got 30,000 litre, but we've also got 30,000 litre, and that one says auger wagons. If you read the description, a forage mixer wagon blends silage, hay, mineral feed. Yeah, we know that. Then the next one, the 30,000 litre, says auger wagon. Like, okay. And then we've got the 100,000 litre with auger wagon, million litre and auger wagon, 10 million litre and auger wagon. So potentially, if you use it as an auger wagon, you've got a 10 million litre auger wagon, which that's just crazy. Now these, when you get them, because they're out of the build menu, you can place them wherever you want. But once they're placed, they are still liftable and movable. Because this one and this one here, I lifted up with the forks on the wheel loader, put them onto a trailer, strapped it down, and we're good to go. So what I thought was, I haven't actually checked the auger wagon version. I wasn't sure, because I don't remember it being a thing. So I brought over some sunflower. So I've just got it on a trailer, and when I came over here with them sunflower, it just loaded straight in. So there we go. On the back of a trailer, I've now made an auger wagon. Or it's a storage silo. It will only do your auger wagon type crops, but I mean, what were the prices on these? Let me just double check. Yeah, they were still 45,000. So 45 grand, if you've gone for that one, a 10 million litre silo for 45 grand. Mind you, it will only do one crop type at a time. It's not a multiple crop type thing because it's an auger wagon. If you're out in the field, you can't mix your crops up in an auger wagon. So it's got an auger wagon option on it as well, which is absolutely crazy. That blew my mind a little bit, I'm not going to lie. What I'll show you here is, and like I say, you don't have to turn this on. There's no trigger for doing it. You just have to get your mix right, like you would do if you were putting bales into a mixer wagon. If I now drive under this with the trailer, I can get my total mix ration out because it's already blended and mixed. And like I say, if you go for the one up to a 10 million litre capacity, then yeah, it's very cool indeed. So let's just go under there. It should give me option to... Whoa, okay, that filled up quickly. There you go. 500,000 litres of total mix ration, bish, bash, and a bit of the old Bosch. You have to add that in, don't you? Let me see if I can lift this one up. Hopefully we can. So, start the old Volvo. Like I say, longer forks would be a little bit more advantageous. It will still do it. I would also say don't try and lift these full, because that's, you know... I mean, maybe it will lift them full. Now, you don't want your forks right down the floor. You want them a little bit up, just in the gap between the rail and there. Lift it up, and there you go. Stick that on a trailer, take it to wherever you want to do, take it back off again, put it back down again. So, static but mobile, total mix ration mixers, and auger wagon in various configuration sizes up to crazy capacities. There you go. Nuts. Siloking StaticLine pack by DD ModPassion. ModPassion. I'm getting so overexcited. I've got to calm myself down. Next, we're on to this, or these, should I say. This is the Case IH Magnum 7200 Pro Series by Dogface. 23.64 megabytes download, 13 slots. This was always a go-to tractor way back, because it wasn't too expensive with a fairly high horsepower, up to like 260 something if I recall correctly. I think the prices have definitely gone up over the years on the game. Just like in real life, the prices have inflated. This is under medium tractors, if I recall. There you go. 97,000 for the base model, which is pretty good, I have to say. If we click on that, so the 7210 Pro, 170 horsepower for 97 grand. It's pretty good in its base configuration. So we've got that. We've then got 214 horsepower, 239 horsepower, 261, which that's 45 grand and what, 242,000. But 261 horsepower, it's still pretty good, I have to say. We then got Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, BKT, Vredestein, Nokian, and back. And a Trelleborg, as an example. Weights, wides, wide and weights, rear twin, twin, narrow, rear twin, narrow twin, all round, back to standard. And then, as is always the case, the various different alternatives. I think BKT doesn't have the narrows. It has wides, wides and weights, wide 2 and weights, which I think I went for. And that big, bulky back tyre is phenomenal. I'm normally a big fan of the narrows, but I'll say on this version, the big space in between those, I'm not as big a fan of. I mean, I'm not knocking the mod or the modder. Just me personally, the look of it, that's not. Yeah, but yeah. So there are various different versions on the various different tyre choices. We've got work lights, no or yes, which puts work lights around it in various different places. Fenders, yes or no. If you don't want the fenders on, you can take them off. Decals. Now you've got both. So you've got Pro on the front and you've got the case sticker on the back. So we can have just Case IH without the Pro. We can have just the Pro without the case. We can have none at all, so it's just the logos that come with it, or all. It's up to you what you'd rather go for. We've got beacon lights, 1 through, was it 11? Oh, just 4 on this. So 1, 2, so front, double rear, then switched. So you've got 1 amber, 1 clear at the front, that diagonally, then 1 amber, 1 clear diagonally, that way around. Front loader attacher, we've got quick, Hauer, or no. Go for this again because I hadn't quite moved around far enough. Main colour, anything on that palette. Rim colour, anything on that palette. And a license plate option on there as well. It does sound good too. Lights. If you've gone for the extra pack with some extra lights on there. Beacons, depending on which ones you've gone for. I went for diagonals because, you know, why not? Then we've got L1, R1, right stick side to side. Opens and closes the left door. Right stick up and down, does the rear window. There you go. Those are options for doors and windows. Look at them big old chunky tyres. Interior. Oh, my door's not shut properly. That's not good. There we go. It does sound good. There you go. Beacon off. Case IH Magnum 7200 Pro Series. Next we have got this. We had one of these recently, a couple of days ago. Was it a few days ago now? Anyway, this is the Buehrer 6105-6135 by WeekendFarmers, Taxes and Ahran Modding. 20.65 megabytes download, 14 slots with a few different options on it. This you'll find under small tractors, just there. So we've got 6105 at 25 kilometers an hour, 15 miles per hour. We can have that at 21 mile an hour, and then we've got the 6135, which goes up from 100 horsepower to 135 horsepower. That at 40 kilometers per hour, which is 24. Then we go to transmission for automatic. They both do the same thing. I mean, but yeah, automatic again, 25 kilometer per hour, 34 kilometers per hour, and then you can go for the 6135 up to 235 horsepower at 40 kilometers per hour. So those are different options there. We've got Wilbrand, Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Vredestein, BKT, Nokian, back again. Again, options on this. We've got standard, wide, wheel weights, wide and weights, rear twin, that rear twin. Actually, I like that. It's a good look. Then you've got twin wheels all around. Then onto narrows, narrow rear twins. Did you go narrow twins all around? Oh, it didn't. Just narrow rear twins. Let me just check one more. Continentals, go back that way. Wides. I think all the rest of them were standard. Wides, wide and weights back to standard, I think. Yeah. I think it was only the Trelleborg that had the narrow options. I don't want to make a sweeping statement. Oh no, look, there you go, narrows. But not narrow twins with some twin options. There we go. Front fender, yes or no? Roll bar, we got no. White, yellow, grey, or back again. I think I went yellow, didn't I? Toolbox, yes or no? Puts toolbox on the top right-hand wheel arch. Mirrors, yes or no? Oh, actually, no, not yes or no. We've got left, both, or off. I think I went both. We've got that exhaust, and then this exhaust option with a flapper on the top of it. Main colour, I'll just change it. Well, you can see what the colours are. Main colour does that. Hood colour, let's go orange, don't know why. Seat colour we can change. I went brown, there's sort of leathery look to it. I went that, I think, if you want to. Grille at the front, let's go yellow. There you go, in the middle there. Rim colour and license plate option on there as well. Let's hop on. These always surprise me because they've got that look of an old tractor and that open cab old tractor, and you in your mind's eye when you look in the menu, it always looks small. When you then get on the vehicle and you go out, it's a big old bit of kit. I think this might have been one of the BKT tyre options I went for. I really like the look of this. Doesn't have a beacon. We've got our indicators on there. First person. Flapper doing its thing there. And there you go. That's the Buehrer 61056-135. Now I'm doing this in a slightly different order to the how they came out in the Modhub, simply because I'm saving the best till last, but the last one's got a little bit more to it that I think I need to spend a bit more time on. But that's not to say this isn't cool, because this is cool as well, and this has got an absolute ton of options. This again is why I've had to do it in two parts, because whilst this second part might have far less mods in it, the options on them are far greater, so it just takes a lot longer. This is the Lizard W900B by SleutjesModding, 20.94 megabytes download and 16 slots. Now I'm going to say it's now on the hood, these options where you've got this visor thing, I think there were 26 different options on how you could have the colours and stuff on that. I'm not going to go through all 26 of them, but there are a few different options on the vehicle itself. It's a nice looking rig, but I will say this, and I'm sure the last Sleutjes one was the same, it's very loud compared to the sounds of the other vehicles around me. Anyway, under trucks is where you find it, just there, 95,800 for the base configuration. So we start at 425 horsepower, 650, 850, 1,050 horsepower. That's as far as it goes, yes. Wheel setup, we've got standard wheel, and then it says custom screw, and I couldn't work out what changed on that. It might be just the bolts maybe inside. We then had new rim, 6x4 off-road, then we're on to long chassis, and then the same options of that, custom screw, new rim, off-road, and then with the third axle, because it's long chassis but it's double axle on the back, then we go on to triple axle on the back, same thing, to off-road, back to standard. I think I might have gone for that as an option. I think so. Bumpers standard with lights, with sign and lights. Next bumper up, lights, sign, with lights as well. Next one, same options. Then we go on to that big old bull bar bumper, and then back to standard. Visors, no, I think we had 4. Was it 2, 3, 4? Yep. I think I might have gone for 1 on it. Then stickers. Now this is a tricky one. I need to go down to, where does it say vinyls? There, let's go blue. And then come back up again just so you can see them as we change them. So we come to stickers. No, that's the first sticker. Sticker 2, puts that on. Then we've got case on the door with a farm, I can't remember what it says now, farm something I've got on the lorry. There's a couple of different logos, and again, you can see they're darker blue, don't stand out as much. Then Challenger, the same options, then Class, and it runs through a whole load. Fendt, Giants, Horsch, I think right the way through to Valtra, you can have on the side of your door, so you can pick and choose your heart's content. Then we exhaust 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. It goes through a whole load of these, with or without the shroud on it. What did it go up to? Was this 10 or 11? 7, 8, 9, 10, and then back. Yeah, 10 options. There you go. I think I might have gone for that one. Headlight crack, standard with lights. headache 2, clear lights, then back off again. Then you've got top of the cabin, horn, antenna, both or off. Then hood. So again, standard 1 puts that metal cover. Then you have the grill change, then grill with cover, and then we go through 2, 3, then we've got the colour ones, like I say. There are 26 different options, various different colours and stuff you can go through on those. We come backwards, there's 26 with a sort of clear perspex cover on there. Interior setup, we've got standard, we've got blue interior, beige interior, red interior, wood 2, back to standard. Materials in the model, pattern with black grid, that was on the front, wasn't it? There you go. So, standard, pattern with black grid, simple chrome with black grille, chrome all round, chrome and black grille. Then you've got a dark chrome, black chrome, back to standard. Fenders, this is on the back. So we've got that setup, that, then those, then that, then that, 5.2, back to no again, load of options. And then cab extension, we can have short, we can have average, we can have long on there as well. So you can have a big old cab on there if you want. Depends if you're doing short haul runs or proper long haul, double bed styley stuff. Front fender adds an extra little bit of fender on there if you want a bit of extra fender action. Then lights, again, we've got a load on here. So this puts them on our little stacks at the front there. Not stacks, you know what I mean. Your intake, is it intakes? That's your intakes, isn't it? Puts lights on the intakes, then 2 puts them down the side. Where did it put the 2? I can't remember now. Yeah, by the top of the steps, I think it was. 2, 1, 2, 3. There's a whole load, and you can have them. Oh, it's on the top as well, wasn't it? Sorry, let's go back there. I'm trying to remember where they all were. 2, yeah, puts 2 on top of the cab, then that section on top of the cab, then that section, then 5, and it's combinations of on your intakes and on the top, like that, then no. Bumper accessories, what was that? I can't remember now. Oh yeah, signal flags are off as well on there. Then we're on to our main colour. Let's go there, does all of that. Secondary colour, let's go yellow, does that. Fuel tank colour we can change as well. Let's go red. You can keep it metallic if you want to. Chassis colour you can change as well if you want to. If you want a different chassis on there. Visor colour we can change. Fender colour we can change. That's if you've gone for fenders on the back. I've taken those off now, but fender colours on the back. The vinyl colour you already saw. You can switch and change depending on what decals you've gone for. If I go for white now, you'll see that one underneath now stands out a little bit more. Rim colour, license plate. What did that sign say? I can't remember now. Oh yeah, farm company. That's all it was. Right, hop in. I'm going to step back a little bit. It's quite loud. Horn. Lights. You can see all the lights now. On the intakes there, down the side, across the top, depending on what versions you've gone for. Jake brake on or off. I think I turned it off. We've got no doors or windows, but what we do have, R1 and up and down, slides our fifth wheel backwards and forwards. So depending on where your trailer lies, you might want to adjust that backwards and forwards. Interior. Very nice. I'll back up a bit. Not for beacons. It shifts with a 1050 horsepower. I love the fact the flags are even moving there. But it is loud. It's the only downside. Put the beacons off, lights off. And there we have it. I said there were a lot of options, didn't I? We're not done yet either. So, there you go. Whew, beast. That's the Lizard W900B. Which brings on to the last of the mods for Thursday the 27th and the last of the mods for part 2. Part 1 and 2 combined. And it's this. I know. What in the world is this? So, this is the Lizard AgriFlex SPB by BB Mods. 25.8 megabytes download and 17 slots. This thing is incredible. I mean, now there are some notes that aren't in the description. DJ very kindly passed on the message from BB Mods to let me know for when I did my mod review. Now, this has got some extra capacities on it, or an extra capacity. So your bale sizes, because it's a round baler, will go 125, 150, 180. There's also 185. The 185 version gives you 5 times the capacity, so it's a much larger capacity. The bale stays the same, but there's more in it. But what he went on to say to DJ was that there's no auto load bale trailers that will pick those up yet. He has got a pack coming out, and it was all submitted at the same time, but this has come out before that has come out. So as far as collecting those bales up and that kind of thing, there will be something else coming in the pipeline along with that too. Plus it's got, I know I've gone for this on the front, which is obviously, this is part of the Colossus pack. It comes with an option for a front 3-point link as well on this, which means you can mow and bale at the same time, which if you've gone for an unreal capacity, unreal width, you know, you can really go to town on this. But that's not all. I mean, I don't think we need an extra header for this. I'd better just double check that. I suddenly thought I'm going to go off and say, look, this is how it works, and then find it's not how it works, and I've made a horrible, horrible mistake. I don't think there is. But this will do poplar and cotton. Honestly, you can't make it up, and it's bonkers and cool and everything at the same time. So where are my round balers? There we go. So there's your Vermeer, which is based off of the base game one. 235 grand. So again, if you base this on the fact you could do poplar with this and you could do cotton bales with this, that's a £235,000, euros, or dollar cotton harvester, which is even cheaper than the one we had the other day. Options on this then. So I say it was 25.8 megabytes download, 17 slots. So we've got the option of Trelleborg, Michelin, Continental, Mitas, Vredestein, Nokian, back to BKT, Lizard, Crawler Track, which I went for because, I mean, why not? Back to Trelleborg. You can have Crawler Track or Floaters, which also looks just incredible. But if you go into the standard ones, you've got wheel setups of standard, wides and narrows, I think, on pretty much all of them. But again, why would you not? I mean, that just looks the bomb. Thebomb.com. Decals, none. We can have Lizard, AgriFlex, we can have Lawn Care, we can have Lizard Farming, alternate under the AgriFlex, and then back to none. Tint on the window, so you've got front window tint, light, dark, none. Side window tint, light, dark, none. 3-point yes or no, so if you do want to run something on the front, you can. It doesn't have to be a mower, but it would make sense. You've got your net options, so you can have your net already on there or empty for you to refill yourself. Silage additive tank, yes or no. So if you are doing grass bales, you'll get a bonus on there. Main colour, let's go, it doesn't really matter, let's go green, does all of that. Design colour, does your roof, so you can mix and match your roof if you want to. Rim colour, let's go blue. There you go, which actually does do, doesn't always with tracks do inside the track rims, but it does the track rims as well. And a license plate option on there as well. So, what I'm going to do, I don't know if this is going to work. Beacons. Lights. Horn. We have got turn off or on automatic drop. Change bale size. I'm on 180s at the moment. Actually, what I'm going to do, let's change it to... Let's go... I'm going to go 125s first, because what I'm going to do first of all is just turn it on, drop the pickup, we're just going to do a regular old bale. So that puts it in the pre-chamber, which will start then pick up the next one. Actually, what I'm going to do is turn off automatic drop. Oh, we can unload unfinished bales with this as well. Didn't know that. So if you've got a little bit left over at the end of the field, that's brilliant. And you haven't got quite enough for a full bale, well, we'll do that now. Unload unfinished bale. There we go. So that's it doing the grass bale, which is fine. It'll do straw bales, it'll do, not grass, was that hay? Whichever I just did. Again, flustered again. There's so much I need to show. Yeah, that was hay. It'll do grass, it'll do your straw bales, no problem at all. But then, like I say, if you decide you're going to go and mow and whatnot at the same time, of course you can go for a standard mower. You don't have to go for a crazy bonkers mower. You know, and I've gone for a 5 metre. I haven't gone like 15, 20, 50 metre head or anything like that. We have got silage additive in it, haven't we? We have got silage additive in it. So what I'm going to do is, let's turn on the mower, drop the mower down, turn on the harvester, the baler. I'm going to change the bale size this time to 150. And then what we're going to do, actually, are we set on, just go back to that, are we on set on, oh no, we're on widespreading, work mode, swath dropping, there we go. So we are mowing, windrowing, collecting. You can see the bale size. Missed a little bit on the turn, but not a huge amount. Oh, it's so good. It's so good. Same thing again. We can unload unfinished bale if we want to. Out it comes. Let's do that. So the things I want to check out now, this is the crazy bonker stuff. Let's turn on automatic drop. Let's turn that off, and then we'll disconnect it. What we'll also do is turn that off, raise the pickup, because what we're going to do now, I've got cotton. It was cotton and poplar, wasn't it? If I've got that wrong, this is going to be really embarrassing. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch it up now. So I've got automatic drop on. I'm going to change my bale size. So like I say, we've got 150, then we got up to 180. We've got 185. Now 185 is supposed to do 5 times the capacity. So if you're going to do something like poplar, which is very heavy, we should be able to get. I haven't tried this yet. This is my first time trying it. I really don't know. So let's whiz out and have a look. I'm excited. Just suddenly thought my time of how am I doing my time, and then I'll switch it back to maybe a 180 standard when we do the cotton. But cotton baling, I mean, actually I haven't even checked to see if these are liftable bales yet either. If you've got the, I've got the liftable pallets and bales mod by Yos on. They might be anyway, but if they are, that's crazy. I don't think this has a particularly different setup for header. Turn that on. Do we drop our pickup? Yeah, lower pickup. So it should do wood chip bales. Oh my days. Are you serious with this? Oh, this has made my day. Now obviously if you're doing something like poplar or cotton, you might want to put narrows on it, but because it had the option for tracks, I mean come on. I think my first part of this mod review was poplar new mods, and let's be honest, look at the bale size. So this will put wood chip bales out. There's no reason at all. I've got an automatic drop at the moment because it's got the pre-chamber. So what it should do is pump one out while we're still carrying on, because it's like a fast baler, isn't it? Isn't it? Or do I need to stop? I can't remember. Oh no, it carries on, look at that. Whoosh, and off we go. Pre-chamber, right, let me just jump out a second. Whoa. It's not liftable, but that being said, 30,000 litre wood chip bale. And it's a standard size, like I say, but with the unreal capacity for auto-load bale trailers, there's nothing at the moment that will do that. So what we're going to do is turn off automatic drop. I'm going to turn that off, unload unfinished bale. So there's barely anything in that, but it has done it. And then what we're going to do now is switch this over to, what do I want to do? Change bale size. 150, 180. So not an unreal, not 5 times. And then this should do cotton as well. Have we raised and lowered? Pickup still down. And there we go. We are cotton harvesting. It's a much smaller proposition. It is cheaper, but the fact it does, I mean, yes, it doesn't do square bales, but it will do your regular baling, no problem at all. it will do larger size bales. So especially on console with a bale limit, if you want to do a lot of baling and you want to do 30,000 litre bales instead, you might be able to do a much larger area, have far fewer bales, and you're not going to be any closer to your bale limit, which is absolutely fantastic. That's the sort of thing you need. I just want to see one cotton bale come out of the back of this. So what I might do is I might speed up time a little bit. Actually, something I haven't tried. Let's go with that. Let's do that. Ah, that's interesting. It hasn't taken the actual... Hang on, let me just check something. I haven't got anything... Yeah, well, that's weird. It's got it on 10 metre working width. I wonder why. Anyway. I'm curious to see what size the bale is. I'm going to go off that now. I'll see in a minute when it's full. That's gone out of the pre-chamber. Let's turn that off. It's not too bad. It's going to be what, 5,000 litre maybe? Which again, I think if you set this off on a worker, mind you, if it sets off a worker and it's registering at 10 metres, I'm not sure about that, but you can always come back and do the in-between bits, or it can carry on, do whatever. If they are 5,000s, often you find when you do cotton contracts, if you get a cotton harvesting contract, and the fact you can unload unfinished bales makes life a lot easier with a lot of balers now anyway, but it just gives you a little bit more scope for flexibility in your work, let's just say that. Oh, we haven't looked interior, there we go. It feels like we are properly shifting as well. 13 miles an hour, as opposed to, what is it, the 6 that it normally goes at. I know it's not going as wide, it's normally 6 metre, is it? I don't think it is. But, oh, it's so good. So good. And this is, I'm going to say it again, I've said it so many times, I will keep saying it. How cool is it? Let's turn it on automatic drop. When you get something new or something repurposed, in this case it's not new, it's the Vermeer baler, but to do all these extra things, it in essence makes it a new vehicle, a hybrid vehicle. Talking of which, let me turn that off. I had a message from a guy called Jamie. I've talked about Rickaby up in Carlisle, that do Rickaby, Class Rickaby is the big Class dealership up in Carlisle. Reached out to me because they do a lot of willow harvesting, and they've taken a forage harvester and they have made a conversion on it to do willow harvesting. They've added tracks all round to reduce compaction, and they are looking at the various different things it would then be able to harvest potentially in that thing. They're also talking with Class about maybe making it a proper bit of machinery, and he reached out to me to find out about could it be modded for game, and I said, well, I'm not actually a modder, I don't really know, but it's a similar sort of thing. You're taking one thing and then hybridizing it into something else to do another job that it wasn't originally intended for. That's where I was going with that storyline, which is what farmers have been doing for a long time, you know, either bodging together things or building things or making something completely new, and it's how you get new equipment and machinery. But there you go. So that bale size ended up, was it 5,000? Yeah, 5,000-ish. So there you go. That's the Lizard AgriFlex SPB by BB Mods. That's it for the mods for the 27th. I don't know what's happened today, but we'll see. I hope you found all this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do, be amazed like I am. And thanks for watching.